And you have roughly 58,000 students starting out, and to eventually get one young man out of 58,000 that had a perfect score, I think it's very difficult.
Find out how one Mentor High student separated himself from a field of 58,000 across the state and what he's earned because of it. Plus, we'll talk about our district's impressive achievement, a 6th perfect audit from the state of Ohio. But first,
so we've been extremely creative. We have tried, as a district, every possible solution that we could think of. Some pretty standard, some very, very creative. But we really do, we're at that point now where we're just out of options. And the only option that we have is to ask for a levy.
Election Day is fast approaching for the Mentor Schools Operating Levy, Issue 3. Hello, and thank you for watching. I'm Matthew Miller, Superintendent. As you know, a $4.9 mil operating levy is upcoming for our community's vote on March 15th. This levy is necessary to continue to provide a high-quality education for the children of our community, one that makes our community a great place to live and raise a family, and it protects our home values. Without the additional funds, we'll be forced to make some devastating cuts. Our district is committed to work diligently to continue fiscal prudence. Over the last 10 years, we've responsibly reduced staff by more than 150 staff members, closed 4 buildings, sold district property, pursued alternative revenue sources, and more. But there is no more room to cut without jeopardizing quality. Our Board of Education continued its discussion about the levy at our recent February board meeting. Here's a portion of what longtime board member Bill Shaw had to say.
But I think if you look at successful communities across Northeast Ohio, and you look at why those communities are successful, very frequently, if not always, the strength of the school district drives the success, or is a major part of the success of that community. You know, I have been on the board for 11 years, went through all of those tough decisions to close schools, and I think over those 11 years, myself, this board, people that came before us, and people that will come after us, have done an excellent job of building up a trust in this community. We work very, very hard, very diligently, along with Mr. Wilson, Mr. Miller, the staff, to make sure that we get the biggest bang for the buck. We've been very creative in trying to bring in some one-time money, doing some things that no other districts are doing.
Despite these efforts, due to the continued deep funding cuts from the state of Ohio, we are spending our reserves and projecting deficit spending by the 2017-2018 school year. You can file for an absentee ballot through the Board of Elections to vote on Issue 3 early, or go to your polling location Tuesday, March 15th. We hope you remember to vote. Mentor Schools just received its 6th perfect audit from the Ohio Auditor for the 2015 fiscal year. This means, after spending several months reviewing Mentor Schools' checks and balances system, the Auditor's Office does not have any recommendations for improvement. You're looking at video of our Treasurer's Department being honored for the achievement at our recent board meeting. Here's Chief Financial Officer Daniel L. Wilson with more.
I'm pleased to share with you today that we recently received our 6th consecutive perfect audit. The audit was conducted by the Auditor of State's Office. We also received our 5th consecutive Auditor of State Award with distinction to recognize our fiscal management of the school district and our full disclosure in the financial communications we send to the community. We're very pleased to have this validation that we're good stewards of the public's money and prudent in our fiscal management. More information can be found on our website and also by calling me at the office.
The auditing process included analyzing a large sample of the more than 35,000 checks Mentor Schools issues a year to both vendors and employees. You can read more about our district's finances at any time by visiting our website, www.mentorschools.net, and click on the Chief Financial Officers tab. Every year we deliver a State of the Schools presentation to update the business community on the progress of our school system. And this year, we've decided we should share this important information out even further. Join us for our first annual State of the Schools community event. It's happening on Wednesday, March 2nd at 6:30 p.m. in our fully grant-funded Paradigm building on the Mentor High School campus. Everyone is welcome. Parents, neighbors, students, come learn more about what's happening in our Mentor Schools. 58,000 students from across Ohio took the American Legion's Americanism in Government test this past year, but only one of those students earned a perfect score.
I've been in my position on the state headquarters for 25 years. There are only, in 25 years that come to mind, probably less than a dozen students over that time period have had a perfect score in this program. Mr. Nastala is the only young man taking the test this year, or a young lady that scored a perfect score.
Congratulations to Mentor High School senior Vishnu. With that perfect score, Vishnu is one of the 18 state winners selected this year to go on an all-expenses-paid trip with the American Legion to Washington, D.C. and to Gettysburg. He's excited about the great company and learning opportunities he'll have while he's away.
So I can also talk to, veterans, people who served our country in times of war, and so you can get to hear their stories, hear what kind of stuff they went through from all the wars from World War II to Korea to Vietnam and now the present day. So I think it'd be really cool just to kind of get to know what they went through, what kind of experiences they had. And at the same time, I can also interact with fellow peers like me, like-minded peers who kind of have an interest in the government.
The American Legion's Americanism in Government program tests students' knowledge of the many aspects of our government at every level. Congratulations again, Vishnu, and have a great time in D.C. Thanks for watching Cardinal TV, and thank you for your continued support of our students and our school system. We'll see you again very soon.